Hi guys. Wow, we are on day 4 already. I am so proud of you guys. You are blowing me away with your commitment to these assignments. I can barely keep up with keeping track, but I love it. I love seeing this excitement and being a part of this with all of you. So again, thank you for staying on and being on this journey to lead along with me. So I'm doing I promise I say this every time, but I'm doing a short video right now because I'm also going to actually share a link in the post with this video that you need to watch next, because that is actually somebody else. It's a post that Laura shared, which is just too wonderful of a YouTube video for us to just not use hers. But I wanted to introduce it first with a video from me. So today we're talking list of 100. And if you've played around in your workstation, which is going to be something we do a little bit later, you may have noticed in the business references tab that you can print a blank copy of your list of 100. So I'm just going to hold it up quick like that. I did it the other day because I have not done my list of 100 in a very long time. And this is one of those things that's important to work on continuously. Like, keep feeding it or revisit it, or if you've had a period of time in your business where you're like, oh, I feel like I've tapped out all my resources that I have, go back to making a list of 100. And so I did this last week, and I just started going, the way I did it is different than this video I'm going to share with you, but I just went through my friends list and I did the self-talk ahead of time about who to talk myself out of and remind myself that I need to not count anybody out. One of the most important things in direct sales that I ever learned in the early days, and really try to share with all of you, is to never prejudge a person. So that applies to recruiting, but it applies to every part of our business. It is not up to you to decide for somebody else whether they would want this business opportunity or whether they would want to buy these products. You know that they would want it. You know that everybody should want it because you're having an awesome time and you love it. But the reason fear gets in the way and the fear of rejection is because we talk ourselves out of those conversations with people, making assumptions and deciding for them that they're probably not going to want it. And you'll hear over and over again from consultants, superstar directors, and people that are famous on YouTube in these businesses. They'll say, I went to so many home parties before I ever found Scentsy, but I was the shy one that nobody would have ever assumed would want to do this, and so I was never asked, right? So that, we're going to get to recruiting later, but when you're making your list of 100, it is anybody you can contact about any part of Scentsy, whether that's sales, hosts, or recruits. So what you need to do when you're doing my challenge, after watching the other lady's video on another way you can do this, is not talk yourself out of writing anybody down. If it's, what's that game where it's like fast recognition, right? Where you're supposed to say the first word that comes to mind. That's how the list of 100 works. Write the name down before you can talk yourself out of it. Then later, when you are deciding, who to contact about what, then you can do some of that. But the point of getting them on the list is thinking of these people in your life from various aspects of your life, whether they would be neighbors to invite to a open house or people to reach out to about hosting a party for you or sales. So that's my challenge to you, is either way, either printing off this list of 100 and doing like me, and just even for reminder's sake, start with going through your friends list on Facebook and thinking of people that way, or going through your email contacts or your text message contacts and write those names down to do your list of 100. But also watch this video from this super awesome accent, I think she's from New Zealand, lady, about a different way that she does it, which involves charting and drawing and connecting the dots, which totally, when I watched it, reminded me of university and social work, and how we learn how people are more connected than we think to a support network. So it's kind of taking that concept and turning it into how to think of your list of 100 people that you could maybe approach about different aspects of your business. So that's your challenge for tonight, is to like the comment once you've watched this video and the next video that is linked below in this post on the Facebook group. I will put the link in the post so you can go watch her video and then work on getting as many as you can. Now, it's called the list of 100 because that's the goal, because you should aim high. I think one of those, you can't even read them, but one of those sayings over there was a famous saying Orville always said. It's not, he doesn't own it, but he always said it. And that's shoot for the moon, because even if you miss, oh yeah, it's the top one because I can see the picture of the moon. I'm trying to point properly. Shoot for the moon, because even if you miss, you still land among the stars, right? So you're aiming for 100, but really, we just want to see you get as many as you can. So you don't need 100 for this assignment to be considered completed. You just need to have worked on a list and comment below about how you're finding it. Just share with everybody in the team. Don't share a picture of it because they're your contacts, it's your list, but share a comment as you're working through this process with everybody in the group about how you're finding it, and any struggles you're maybe finding, or if you found it easier than you were expecting, or maybe just some tips that you may come up with as a neat way to do it when you're approaching this. So I'm excited to hear about how you're doing with these lists and to get you guys working on this, because this is an important first step as well. All right, we'll talk to you later.